Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So as I have posted previously, Microsoft has already confirmed that Windows 11 version 26H2 is the next annual feature update for this year and is expected to roll out during the second half of 2026, possibly end of September, beginning of October. And will follow the same servicing model as version 25H2, arriving as a small enablement package that switches the version number from 25H2 to 26H2. I'll leave a video I posted on what you need to know regarding the update. I'll leave it linked down below and in the end screen if you'd like some more information. Now, in regards to 26H2, just to discuss a couple of new features that we can expect to see roll out. And as you may well know, currently Windows 11 gets its new features mainly through monthly cumulative updates rather than one massive annual upgrade. And if you are already running Windows 11 version 25H2, you'll likely receive most of the features we're going to talk about today in this video before upgrading to 26H2. Now we're going to look at 7 new features that are going to be rolling out over the next coming months in 25H2. And obviously when 26H2 is enabled on top of 25H2, these features will become part and parcel of this year's annual feature update. Now, the list is not in any specific order, and currently the features are being tested in the Insider program in the experimental channel. So that also means that Microsoft can discard any of these features at any time before they get rolled out to the general public, and the features will be rolling out gradually like Microsoft likes to do for whatever reason. So the first new feature is Ask Copilot, and I'm just going to take a couple of screen grabs from the good folks over at Windows Central. I'll leave the article in the description if you'd like some more information, where Ask Copilot introduces a new search box that brings Copilot directly into the search, which will allow you to interact with AI while also using it as a traditional search tool. And you can also use it to quickly find files, open apps, or locate system settings, similar to Windows Search, but with AI-assisted results layered into the feature. Now, it's going to be completely optional, which is the good news. And the feature can be managed from the Settings Personalization taskbar page, where you'll see a Ask Copilot. The description reads, Show Ask Copilot and change search and Copilot key settings. So the good news is you will be able to turn the feature on and off if it's not required. Then next up, we have a more customizable taskbar, which has been a highly requested feature, where the new version is expected to bring long requested customization options, including the ability to position the taskbar anywhere on the desktop, and you'll also be able to make the taskbar smaller. And these taskbar improvements have specific settings that can be managed from the Settings Personalization taskbar page, and then by accessing the taskbar behaviors, where here you can see bottom, top, left, right, and you can be able to change the taskbar size from default to small. And by the way, just on a quick side note, I have posted on most of these features in previous videos, but I thought I'd just collate them into one video for the purpose of keeping you guys posted and in the loop. And here's one I'm quite happy to see. The new redesigned start menu, where first of all, Microsoft is adding a menu setting to choose between smaller and larger sizes rather than relying on the system to automatically determine the size based on your screen scaling and resolution. You'll also be able to independently show or hide pinned, recent, and all sections. And here we can see all start sections are turned off. And I do think that's a nice move in the right direction. Just getting rid of clutter that you don't need. And recommended has also been renamed to recent. And you can also customize what type of content appears in the recent section. And over and above that, disabling recent and suggested files will no longer turn off File Explorer's recent history, which is currently the case in the current start menu. That's a nice move. And over and above this, you'll also find a new option to hide your name and profile picture from the start menu. So here are the options to change the start menu size, and then the different sections can be turned on and off, which I think is great. And then next up, Microsoft is finally adding an option to turn off web results in the Windows search feature, where there's a built-in setting to turn off web results, as we can see, web searches. That should make Windows search feel faster, cleaner, and far less distracting and annoying. And this is expected to appear on the settings, privacy and security search, show suggested search results, where you'll also find an option to prevent search from showing Microsoft Store apps, which is also a nice move. And I think this new setting and these new settings are going to clean up the web results quite nicely, which is good to see. You'll also have better control over Windows Update, where Microsoft is making it easier to schedule updates and pause installations when needed, where you can now use a calendar-based setting to pause updates for up to 35 days, and you can also pause as many times as you want, which is great. And over and above that, Microsoft is reducing monthly reboots to only one by aligning the install schedule for drivers, products, and firmware updates with the quality update, which is currently not the case, and I do think that's also a small yet significant change that Microsoft is making. And the next one is a nice security feature where we'll be getting administrator protection, which is a feature that changes how the operating system handles administrator privileges by adding another layer of protection around elevated processes, making it more difficult for malicious software to gain unrestricted access to the system. And how this will all work is administrator protection will work by creating a temporary account to execute the task and then deleting the account when the task is complete. So administrator protection is a new security feature that's going to be rolling out. And the feature is expected to become available through the account protection page in the Windows Security app, as we can see. And then last up, number 7, the run dialog is getting a more modern redesign. And Microsoft is giving the feature a visual refresh where the new interface now adopts the design language of Windows 11, bringing rounded corners, improved spacing, and a cleaner overall layout that better matches the rest of the operating system. Now, the nice thing about this new run dialog, if you prefer the legacy run, which I know some of you do, Microsoft isn't going to be forcing the feature onto everyone. You'll be able to turn the feature on or off, run dialog, from the Settings System Advanced page, which I think is also great, where you will be allowed to switch between the classic and the modern version. So I like it when we get options. So guys, that's just 7 features that will be rolling out in the next couple of months to 25H2. And then once 25H2 is moved up to 26H2, will be part and parcel of 26H2 as default features. So I thought I'd just post this quick video just to do a quick collation of what we can expect to see rolling out, some main features rolling out with 26H2. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.